Hello everyone, my name is Skwipy,
And my name's Retikai.
and welcome to the EBT Sun Division Power Ranking. And I know it was kind of delayed. We're both joining a little bit, and we can start. Okay. Before we
So
start,
yeah,
I'm just gonna say we love every single one of the coaches. It's not nothing personal. It's just our opinions, and our opinions might be wrong.
exactly. And another thing to point out is this is not based on the coach. Okay, this is not based on the coaches' performance themselves. This is just based around the teams they drafted. The coaches' play, them as a coach, them as a person, does not have any effect whatsoever. This is just what we think about the teams that were drafted.
I
After this, however, gameplay will be a factor.
Okay, I personally did my power rankings without the team name, so I didn't know what was everyone. I just got through it. So
Yeah.
let's
All
start
right.
with your number 16. The
So at my number 16, oh boy. I feel really bad to say about this, but I have. Was able to look the wet. Wait, no, that's yours. Oh, Jesus, cut this part out.
I can't keep going.
Okay, never mind then. I have the Singapore Stilwalis. The reason I rank this team so low is mainly because I honestly don't think Klefki is that viable of a pick in tier 2. If it was tier 3, I think it'd be better. Don't see the most offensive synergy between Manaphy and Tornadus Therian. That's really his main offensive core. Like other stuff like Gliscor, Tyrantrum could be made useful as well as Mega Glade, but I feel like they all get shut down by a very good fighting type or a very good knockoff user, other than barring the Mega Glade, just destroys his team. However, I do think that he had some very good tier 3 picks, an amazing Z user in Manaphy and Tornadus Therian. Honestly, I feel like the team synergizes pretty well, but what's your opinion, Squippy, on this team?
My team is going up a little bit later, so I'll give it my opinion right there. Okay, picked a number. I put it number 16. Fancify, coach of the West Virginia Wingles, a very good friend of mine. Like, the one thing that bothered me the most, he had three psychic types, all weak to Ghost, being Mega Medicham, Mew, and Meowstic. And the one mon that immunes to Ghost is Audino.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
pretty true.
like three types in one team, it's not my really cup of tea. Although Mew is a very good mon, and other Zimon can prove pretty much everything. Weaver is honestly one great mon, and I can't see that team doing so well. I think he needs to change some things, but it's Fancify. We all know what he can do.
Yeah, that's true. So for my 15, I have Valhalla Vaporeon. One is the lack of hazard removal. Only forms of hazard removal are Komala getting Rapid Spin and Zapdos getting Defog. However, I feel like this team he built around really forces Zapdos into a defensive role most of the weeks. Like, you can't really run offensive. He's going to mainly run Defog, Roost, Zapdos, maybe Sub with leftovers most of the time, and that's why he didn't give it a Z Crystal probably, because it will be forced into defensive role, which is really, really lacking capabilities, and it kind of hinders a tier 1 pick. And because of that, in addition with Terrakion and Metagross, don't get me wrong, those are amazing free picks, but it forced him into taking Mega Glalie, which in my opinion is a pretty shit Mega. And also, he has three ground types, which I don't really see synergizing that well together, most of which taking very, very high tier picks, being Landorus T and Nidoking. But in all honesty, I think this team also has its good strong points. It has amazing synergy between defensively with the Florges and Jellison. I feel like those work very well together. Landorus Therian's a very unpredictable mon in its own right. Same with Nidoking. And the Zapdos, even though it's forced into a defensive role, is still a very, very good defensive mon, and he might even run an offensive some weeks. And Terrakion with the Z Crystal is just a monster. So yeah, that's my opinion on that team. Plus, he
Okay,
has the Go Goat. He has the Goat. You can't skip that.
okay. Retikai, what is the best move in the draft league format?
Best move in the Draft League format. It's probably Volt Switch or U-turn because momentum is such an important part to games, in my opinion.
Wrong. The best move in the draft league format is Stealth Fox.
That's pretty
And
true. Yeah, hazards are very important.
look at this New Jersey teams. 4 times weakness to rocks. Talonflame and Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir will probably go all of his week. He gets Crobat, which is a very offensive mon. Give it a different wall. It's not that good of a move. Fortress. Hazard. Like, with that kind of team, if you're gonna pick Mega Pinsir, you need more than one hazard removal. This is the only thing, like, that's not. Honestly, Zygarde 50% is very good. Is such a good mon. Cresselia is a fat mon, but honestly, just to remove us with 4 times weakness to it, and electric spam is just crazy. Mega Pinsir, Talonflame, and Crobat gets all code by Jolteon, I think, with Thunderbolt. Might be wrong on that.
Yeah, I think he does indeed, unless he's running like a max special
This,
that's
uh,
set to run.
but again, Zygarde 50% is such a good mon, so that's why it's not last. But
Yeah. Plus, it also resists that stealth rocks that you were nailing him about as well.
stuff resistance are not that important. It's all about like how many stuff weakness you have.
Exactly, that's true. But he does have a decent hazard removal core
Only
at
two.
Fortress Crobat.
Only two.
Those are two very, very good hazard removals, though.
No, they're not. The best hazard removal, like good hazard removal, I'm talking about the Excragil. I'm talking about Tapu Fini. Ones that can take a hit and go for it.
Fortress takes hits unless they're fire type moves.
And if they are, he got sturdy. But honestly,
Zygarde 50% quad resist those fire type moves as well.
I guess you're right. But honestly, like, you need to.
So the thing is, if he sends in Fortress and is predicting a fire type move, that means free switching to Zygarde 50% to set up.
But then you're not gonna free. Then you're not gonna rapid spin the rocks.
That's true.
And Mega Pinsir is probably. And another look
Yeah.
at it, and he doesn't have a lot of special attackers apart from Clefable.
That's true. So Clefable might be had to run offensive. Celia can be ran, especially offensive, if you want. You could run a Calm Mind, Moonblast, Psychic, Psyshock, all that. Celia works pretty well.
Yeah.
Even Hidden Power Ice to hit those 4 times weak mons that are very big threats in the format. So is that all you have to say about the team? No positive remarks?
Yeah, I said about positive remarks. Like, Zygarde 50% is probably,
It is a
my
monster.
opinion, like
Top 3, in my opinion.
top 3, top 2, top 1. Like, he's that.
Top 1.
Yeah.
Top 1 Pokemon.
I'll make a video.
Top 1 Pokemon, Zygarde. Fuck you, Landorus. Fuck you, Latios. Alright, so for my number 14, I had the Lavender Town Phantom. I make this team so low is because he really only has walls. The only wall breakers I can see on this team is Dragonite, only because it's a Z-Crystal user, and Mega Lopunny. But the thing is, a good Steel type really, really, really destroys his team, as well as a good Ghost type. However, he did counteract this by drafting a Alolan Muck, which can knock off Spam, which is a very good Pokemon. Skarmory is good for stalling things that normally would be able to do that, as well as Rayuniclus. He has Steelix for a double Steel Core, which isn't the worst double Steel Core when paired with Skarmory. But honestly, I feel like he definitely could have drafted a better Firewater Core. Having Typhlosion, Blastoise, and Rotom-Mow, I honestly don't see that working out too well for him. Has very low synergy. Typhlosion is a very limited attacker. Gets Extrasensory, a bunch of Fire-type moves, and Hidden Power. Right? Tell me if I'm missing something, because I think I am missing one move.
I can't really remember.
Shadow Ball, I think. Does it get Shadow Ball? I might have just made myself look like an idiot, but I am most. So yeah. All right. So what's your 13, Skwipy?
In my 13th spot, it's Southampton Staraptors, and the one main point of this thing is like I don't like how it synergizes. A good dragon type, it's essential. And Haxorus is just not that mon. for Tier 2 dragons, you can pick up with 20 extra points. You can pick up Dragonet. You can pick up Salamis. You can pick up in Gridra in that tier. You can pick up Zydoge, which are all a better monster than but Haxorus. Haxorus is kind of over-tiered in my opinion, and drafting it wasn't a very good idea. Unless
There's also Hakamo.
Hakamo, I don't know.
That thing's a threat.
Yeah, it does. Mega Dance and Celestia works very well together. From what I'm seeing, apart from Stoutland, it's between Jolteon and what? Never mind. Like, it's a kinda draft. Like, it's not synergizing well. I don't have this one thing that bothers me as much as like, it's not a good draft. I don't like it that much.
Well, in that case, our opinions differ pretty well. So, yeah.
Okay.
So
you're next.
So now we move on to the number 13 slot. I have the Juliet Lycanroc. The reason I rank this team so low is mainly because he has Volbeat and Minior. Two mons I see very, very, very useless in the format. Volbeat, yes, can use Tail Glow. However, what's it going to do with that? It dies in one hit. You want to run it Sash. You can't baton pass out because the thing's slow as all fucking shit. It's just destroyed. And having that be a Z Crystal user, I feel like is crippling things like Raikou and Nidoqueen, which just benefit 10 million times more off of that. Furfru's a good wall, only with Fur Coat against physical attackers. Hit that thing with a special type fighting type move. That thing's dead. Vacuum Wave from anything's going to just blow that thing away. But he does have a very, very good fighting Fairy Dragon Steel core, and he has an amazing Firewire Grass core with Infernape, Empoleon, and Serena, which has a lot, and I mean a lot of momentum to it just within that core, with Infernape and Serena getting U-turn, has a good hazard removal. Overall, I think this is a very solid team. It's just there was a lot of very solid teams in this draft, and this one I didn't really like the most out of all of those.
Okay. Next in my list is the Kentucky Fried Torchics. I think the name is fucking genius. Retikai disagrees with me. Okay.
It does not pertain to sports whatsoever. That's the whole entire point of Draft League team. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Okay. The Kentucky Fried Torchics I have two main problems with it. One of them is Heatran and Kamalo, both weak to super spawnable moves, being two spawnable types being Fairy and Ground types. Yeah, Heatran is not that good of a tier 1. There's such a better monster tier 1. It's a tier you can pick up Zyga 50%, Landorus Fairy, and you pick up Heatran. It's not going to work well for you. The one thing is, apart from Mega Absol, the team is very slow. I'm sorry, Swallow. Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay, Mega Absol and Swallow.
He also has Hoopa.
Hoopa is 70 base speed.
Really?
Yep.
You should totally cut that part out.
No, I won't.
Alright.
#Retikai.
I'm gonna get ripped on so hard.
It's kind of slowish apart from that 2 months. The spaces between each one is not that good. Although Heatran and Diggersby are such a good team of users. Diggersby being one of the most underrated Pokemon in the Draft League format. I honestly have nothing to say for it. This is the point of the Power Kings, that the teams become become good. Like, we have 16 teams. 12 of them I would use. Honestly. Like,
I agree with that. So, what we have at my number 12 spot is the New Jersey League. Honestly, I feel like Zygarde and Cresselia. He does have a huge, huge, huge weakness to rocks, but personally, I feel like Crobat Fortress is a good enough core. Like I said earlier, Fortress is weak to fire. He has checks to fire, especially a Quad Resist. It's just like the biggest threat in Draft League format. Zygarde is just so versatile. His team works pretty well under Trick Room with the Gastrodon and the Piloswine, Clefable, Bronzong. Like, honestly, you could just run a bulky Trick Room team and just stall people out, which I feel like is a very, very, very viable option. It would be better for him to have drafted a more bulky Rapid Spinner or Defogger, like a Tapu Fini you mentioned, or something fast like Excadrill. But honestly, I feel like he did a fine job. This team is not by far not the best, as it's still ranked number 12, but I feel like it definitely outdoes the teams I put below this.
Okay, I'm not gonna say one thing apart from you said Zygarde is a free switch into fire types, right?
It is, yes.
How many times is it's a 12 league season? If he will make playoffs, it will be at least 13 games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he'll get burned?
Well, no shit he's going to get burned. He has a pretty good cleric on his team, though, however.
Yeah,
Clefable. In fact, I think other than probably maybe Umbreon and Florges, Clefable's the best cleric in this game. 100%.
Vaporeon.
Well, Vaporeon and Sylveon. Okay.
Umbreon.
I said Umbreon.
Then you said Sylveon. I thought you messed up.
Okay, Skwipy. Maybe you should put hearing aids in for this next round time.
Okay, I'm next with Melbourne Crocodiles. Let me look at the team. Okay. Salamence is not a round 1 pick. Start with that. It's not a good tier 1. It's a good free pick. I say so, I'll say it again. If you want to pick a Dragon type for Team 1, there are Latios, there are Latias, there's Zyra 50%, there's Garchomp. They're very good Dragon types. People may say Dragonite is a better pick, but Salamence is not a round 1 pick. It may be 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, but it's not a round 1 pick. That's the main problem we have with this team. But honestly, the teams for here has become so good. Come up is kind of meh. Honestly, you need the good offensive fire types. It's almost essential in a team. I'm saying that, but I don't have one in my EBT teams. I have Pyro, but it's not that good. Yeah.
Skwipy, I think you cut out.
No, I'm recording. You cut it out for me.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Okay, and I think that's it. Yeah. Yep, this is the point of the draft, that teams become just I would use the team. Like honestly, Samus, Magnezone, Vaporeon, Mimikyu, all of them are good.
He has a good core, definitely. However, things like Camerupt, Alolan Raichu, I feel like kind of take away from that good core when you're kind of looking at him as an overall team.
Yeah.
Also, I think Scizor is a horrible tier 1, in my opinion. If you want Scizor, take Mega Scizor. It's a pretty good Mega pick. I feel like Scizor in tier 1 is a waste of points.
Okay, and one last thing, if you don't have a Tapu, pick up regular Raichu. Honestly, it just adds to your weaknesses. Being weak to knockoff.
Exactly.
Being
weak to knockoff. Knockoff spammers can be very, very effective against teams with lots of Psychic and Ghost.
That's why I put triple Psychic down below.
Yeah. I'm starting to look at that.
Okay.
However, your number 1 is very weak to knockoff. I will say that.
Okay, we'll see about that.
We'll talk about that later. Okay. Alright, so at number 11, I have his team, the West Virginia Wingles. Personally, I feel like Mew is such a good mon. Everyone says it's overrated. It kind of is overrated, yet it still just fills out such a good defensive role. Yeah, you're not going to run it offensive. You really aren't. Like, stop saying you're going to run it offensive. It's such a defensive monster, though. It's a defogger. It's soft-boiled stall. It can run Colbur Berry against knockoff spammers and then just them with Focus Blast. Focus Mist, sorry. There's better things you can run against Dark-type mons with Mew. Because it just gets fucking every move in the game, practically. Such a good mon. Rotom Wash honestly pairs very well with it. He has Weavile, which is a very good mon in its own rights, Mega Medicham, which you have drafted, actually, Skwipy. very good priority mon to go with the Mew. He has really good offensive and defensive synergy as well. And he's not just limited to having defensive hazard removal. He has a very, very good offensive defogger and Flygon, but you can even run Scarf Defog if you want. Like run Scarf 3 attacks with Defog, and they don't really see the Defog coming. But if you start off with Defog, they won't see the fact that you're a Scarf coming. So it's honestly very, very versatile, which is why it's very good. He has Torkoal to set up Sun. He doesn't really have the best things to go along with the Sun team, but he can still make things work if he plays his cards right using Fire-type coverage, as well as maybe even a Chlorophyll set, which he doesn't have a Chlorophyll on. I'm not sure why I'm saying this. Cut this part out, Skwipy.
No, I'm not gonna edit this.
God damn it, Skwipy. Lazy, lazy man.
I'm lazy.
All right, well...
You told me this.
Well, here comes your number 11.
Okay. Indiana, Keldios. I know you like this team very much because I know so. Like, Kyurem Black, Conkeldurr, Mega Scizor, Dark Trio, Aerodactyl, all of these are great physical attackers. But not a single special attacking stat over 100 apart from Kyurem Black. But Kyurem Black I cannot...
I was about to say, Kyurem Black is an amazing specially offensive mon. Gets Earth Power, gets Ice Beam, gets Psychic. Jesus, that thing is a threat. Gets Flash Cannon.
With 170 attack, it's not.
With 130 special attack, though.
Okay, the only reason people use it, Kyurem Black as a special attacker, it's because it doesn't have enough move for being a physical
For its physical moveset, exactly. Like, Freeze Shock is probably its best move, which is a 2-turn, so you're going to have to run Sub-Zero Slam or Power.
Yep, that's like Kyurem Black. You don't feel like apart from Kyurem Black, he has only one mon with above 100 special attacking stat. Not good.
That's pretty true.
Not good. Although I love his team very much. Conkeldurr is such a threat. Mega Scizor just the best priority spam in the game.
That's very true.
Aerodactyl is a very good tier 4
Sash, Stealth Rocks, Aerodactyl.
Like Suicide Blade, Taunt, Stealth Rock, Sash, and Stone Edge. Kill something. I don't know. Being a Z move user is kind of useless when you can put it on Soul Valley, for example.
I agree with that.
Although I like his team very much, but not enough special attacking. With one like Porygon 2 that can take hits for days, it will not get through.
That's true. However, he does have Conkeldurr, which will ship too because it gets fighting stat.
Z conversion.
On a Porygon 2 plus Omni Boost is banned.
Right. Okay. Let's move to number.
Bet you're gonna edit that out.
No.
You better not. So number 10, I have the Edenberg Dragonite. Seems so low. Knockoff. What is his main, especially offensive mons? He has Victini. He has Gengar. Knockoff takes both of those into a hole. What's his switch into knockoff? Mega Aerodactyl because it has the Mega Stone, of course. Cobalion with Justified. I'll admit, he built around that pretty well, and he also has Scrafty as a quad resist. However, every one of his fast mons, really, being Victini and Gengar, all of his mons at a really, really high base speed, do get destroyed by this. Knockoff is definitely going to destroy his team. It also knocks off my Lodix Flame Orb, so you have to watch out about switching that into something. He drafted Ninetales Alola, which is a very good mon, but no tail. He doesn't have Beartic. He doesn't have anything with Slush Rust whatsoever. Nothing with Snowveil. Just nothing. Like nothing on his team goes with the Hail, so I'm not really sure why he drafted this personally. Okay. However, he still does have a very, very good offensive core. He has Mega Aerodactyl, that thing destroys. He has Cobalion. But the thing is, other than a special Victini and Gengar, which is going to get dicked by that knockoff, Ninetales Alola is his only special attacker. However, he still does have a very good offensive core. He covered his weaknesses well, so I definitely think this is a very good team, and I would definitely use this.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the Dragonite later, but my pick is Miami Dasconis. And
Oh wait, and
it's
Skwipy.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say this one thing. The reason why my notes probably sound very shit is because this is my notes. Here, you can show that. Put that on the screen. Those are my notes. If I sound like a retard. Very, very expansive, if you couldn't tell. You know? This is what I'm going off of.
Okay, pretty fair. Okay, I put on my number 10 is Miami Duccaneers. A very, very good team, and it had the
Miami
potential.
what?
Duccaneers.
Okay. Miami Duskanies.
Duccaneers. Ah!
Dusk Noir.
Duccaneers. Me can't English, okay?
You know English very well.
Me know English very good.
Meek no English. Alright. Let's continue.
Okay, this is a very, very good team. I love this team a lot. Megagon fits with Ladios so much, and Zerkach is such a threat. The hypnosis is actually scary. Donphan, Arbion, and Suicune are super bulky with Mega Agon and Miltank. It's going to take out a lot of teams, but the one big problem I had with that team is Neuven. Neuven?
Yeah, he definitely could have drafted something better out of that. He already has Ladio.
Neuven? I
It's
told
one of
you
the
what.
fastest.
I told you what. I told you that.
Shut up.
He has already a very, very good special attacker, fast dragon type. Why Neuven? Pick up Aerodactyl. Pick up, I don't know, Talonflame. Pick up Honchcrow.
Aerodactyl and both of those were gone. However, Honchcrow has a tier 4 steal.
Yeah, and Ladios, like, you already have Ladios. Why Neuven? And why put...
Honchcrow actually works very well with his team as well. That's the thing.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah. He could use a Moxie Sweeper. Also get Super Luck, Calm Mind, and Nasty Plot.
I know, it fit his team very well. I did my homework.
As you can see by my notes, I did my homework.
Okay, so why put the move on such a useless mon? Honestly, it's just useless, and you have extra 60 points. You could
Not as useless as Volbeat.
This is why it's higher. And this is why it's higher on the list.
Yeah, that's true.
Not even like such a useless mon. That's the only way. That's the only one that's keeping it from being top 3. Like,
yeah, honestly, without the Noivern, I have this team ranked very high myself, actually.
okay, you go for the Torchics.
Oh, Kentucky Fried Torchics. Personally, I find the name very, very, I don't even know how to describe this without offending you, my guy, but, like, I think it's a bad name. Does not pertain to sports whatsoever, but your team is pretty fucking good. You have a very good stall core. However, your Firewater Grass is insanely weak to ground, being Heatran and Toxapex. Your really only switch in is Swellow, which honestly people can predict that coming in, and that thing is frail as shit. Tangrowth, which you get dicked by coverage. You could run Assault Vest with physical defense. Yes, that thing is a monster wall. But still, I really don't see this team doing all that much on the offensive side, other than Diggersby. Diggersby is literally your team. Mega Absol can set up Swords Dance, Swellow can be Ran Specs, Boomburst, but all that is way too predictable, personally, for me to rank this team any higher than what it is. However, I will say Diggersby is one of the best mons in the format. It is underrated. Is probably the most underrated. It being a Z Crystal user is going to destroy people. People will not expect it to be a threat. Diggersby, though, will fucking come in. It's going to dick people. I'm not sure why Skwipy has your team this low when it has Diggersby on it. Diggersby can carry a team. Fact.
Like,
Do I need to say more? Diggersby, though. Diggersby, though. Do I need to say more? No, I don't. Your turn.
Okay, I'm having this interviewing series on my channel where I interview like players from the community. And when I interviewed TTM Jolt, the commissioner of the NPL, I asked him what is the most underrated Pokemon in Interactive format, and he said like this: Diggersby.
Diggersby, though.
exactly. And it just rambled along like for 2 minutes. How good is it? It is.
Oh, dude, listen here. Let me give my little spiel on it. All right, this man has 4 arms. Okay, mom, it's bad time. You definitely have to cut this out, Skwipy. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I'll just ramble along on my number 9 pick, which is a Jolly Track like rocks. Um, I like this team a lot. I know Volbeat is kind of but I don't care much about it apart from being it. Z move, I honestly with Frostless would have been, or I could would have been better, or Nidoqueen. Minior is a very underrated setup sweeper. One shell smash and it can sweep late game. The Fairy Dragon Steel Color is a very good one. All these are super underrated mons. Mega Gardevoir, Hydreigon, and Empoleon. Everyone can be just 1-2 higher. The Firewall Grassco is also very good. Infernape, Empoleon, and Serena. If you've seen A-Drive season in the LPA, you know how good Infernape is. Infernape is honestly one of the most underrated mons. People say it shouldn't be picked 1-1. I say hell yeah. And I need Retikai to be back. So
I have returned from the pits of hell. I am back.
okay, you can go for your number 8 pick.
Oh, no. I still have not yet to talk about. Listen to this. This man has 4 arms, but no. This is not Machamp 4 arms. His ears are arms. This man's ears are arms. He can beat you up with his ears while just crossing his arms. He could do a crossword puzzle. He could fucking anything. He could fucking beat you up while doing whatever the fuck he wants with his hands. He doesn't need hands. He has fucking ear hands. When he comes out into battle, on Wi-Fi battle, he lands on his ears. That is how cool he is. He doesn't need to land on his arms. He lands on his fucking ears. No feet, ears. Alright? This thing is a savage. Do you see that dirt on his fucking ears? That's blood. Chocolate blood. He fucking murdered the Chocolate King. I don't give 2 shits.
Okay, go for your number 8.
My number 8. Oh man, I just took a rant off of Shofu's channel and made it shit. My number 8 is the Melbourne Crocodiles, which he honestly had a lot lower than the team is worth. He had it at 12. I put it at 8. Melbourne Crocodiles. He thinks that the Salamence is not that good of a first round pick. I completely agree with him. However, it is a value pick for the tier it's placed in. Salamence is definitely tier 1 worthy. The fact it's in tier 2 in so many leagues baffles my mind because it's so good. He has Magnezone, which is honestly such a threat, can be ran. Air Balloon, which is very good. Specs, it's good on rain teams, even though he doesn't really have rain, but still, you know. Vaporeon could run Rain Dance for all you know. Vaporeon, one of the best heal bellers in the game. Amazing cleric. Great wish passer. Overall, this team, I think the negative points that you pointed out are definitely taken into account. That's why this thing isn't a top 5 team. However, I feel like his core defensively, even just Vaporeon, Mega Venusaur, I have drafted before, and it did insanely well. Such a good defensive core. Very few things are going to break that. I'm going to say that right now.
Okay, my number 8 is Lavender Town Phantoms. And honestly, it's such a bulky team. Skarmory,
Exactly.
Blastoise, Reuniclus, a lot of Mac, and the one thing about this team says, it releases a lot of pressure out of Cofagrigus, which can be one of the most surprising setup sweepers with Coal Mine,
Okay.
Coal Mine, what is its name? Trick Room. It can
Trick
sweep
him. I'm
teams.
gonna. That's true.
No. You talked about this team, you can't reply. Dragonite can also be a very good setup sweeper. All this ball can take out and wear down monster can.
It's forced to use Trick Room and a setup move. That means it only has 2 coverage moves and is
Shadow Ball.
That.
And Will-O-Wisp, that's all you need.
Normal types.
Fuck that, you have Mega Lopunny.
So, if you're setting up Trick Room and setting up, like, a Calm Mind or a Nasty Plot, and then you have to switch out into a fast threat while Trick Room's up, what is that going to do for you?
Okay. Cofagrigus is not a type of one that will sweep early game.
Cofagrigus is amazing for tier 3, I find it bad.
It will not It's not assist. It's not 6-0ing someone alone. It can clean up late game very well. With getting a lot of pressure out of its back. The Skwipy with Uniqueness, Mac and Blastoise giving it a lot of free time. Monsters like Dragonite and Megalopenny and Cofagrigus can sweep teams. Like, that's all you like. And Bombi with Craven Dance, don't forget about that.
Okay, Rabombi. If Rabombi honestly gets more than
More than what?
I'm uploading a Russian roulette. That thing is not getting more than 5 kills. I would bet my life on that.
Okay, let's.
If people don't throw a game to a Rabombi, it's not getting more than 5 kills in the entire season. I will say that right now.
Maybe
This thing's not coming to more than 4 games unless he's doing that to spite me.
John, do it. Okay.
Do it, man. Do it. Do it at your own risk.
Okay, go to your number 7.
Oh shit, we're more than halfway through. All right.
Yay.
Oh wow, I can almost eat dinner. All right, at number 7, I have the Melbourne Staraptors. Is that it? Oh, Southampton Staraptors. I was just talking about Melbourne. Cut that out, Skwipy.
No.
Of course, Skwipy. Why are you too lazy to cut things out?
Because I will not editing things. We're doing it one take or not doing it at all.
A+ YouTuber. Won't edit.
No. I'm gonna edit with when I do videos with people I like.
Like TTM Jolt.
No, I haven't. I did one shot with TTM Jolt. I'm editing my video against ADH.
Okay. So, the next team, the Southampton Staraptors, is honestly, in my opinion, a very good team. Haxorus, I agree, wasn't the best pick. He still has Celesteela, Hippowdon, Tentacruel. I don't see many things breaking that core, in my opinion. What's his core weak to? I guess you could say water is kind of Dix's core. I will give you that, but Tentacruel, because that's the one thing that can really shut down a Hippowdon. Grass types, you might say, for the Tentacruel and Hippowdon. Tentacruel actually takes neutral damage because it's poison type. Celesteela resists it. Celesteela is such a wall. You don't have something that breaks down all of these cores unless you waste Amon's coverage options on something it might not have the best coverage for. Like, this wall core is very hard to break. Plus, he has a Magic Mouse Mon in Xatu, which I find so underrated.
Elemental punches.
Okay, what does Elemental Punches do? Let's see.
Fun applied Ice Punch. Yeah. Give it to Mega Medicham.
So what do you think Ice Punch is doing to Hippowdon? 0. Do you know what defense that is? It gets Slack off? No. Nothing is going to Ice Punch that thing except maybe like a Diggersby.
Mega Medicham. You got out. Ready?
I said Mega Medicham. I said nothing except Diggersby, Keldor, and Mega.
Okay, that's 3 months.
Or do more than half at least. 3 months, yeah. How many of them actually got drafted? There's 1, there's
3.
2.
There's 3.
And there's 3. Never mind, alright.
I will leave timestamps for your mess ups.
You should honestly just put a counter of all the times
I'm not gonna edit things.
Just no, you have to put a "can you edit this out" counter. Every time I say "can you edit this out," you put a number on. All right. So, where are we?
Yeah, Southampton Staraptors.
Right. Edit that out. Shit. I'm doing so bad. Let me refer to my notes. So, Will's bad. Yep. All right. But you know what's not bad? Southampton Staraptors. What's your number 7, Skwipy?
Max and the Dutch. Darkrise. Okay, Darkrise. I'm trying to look at his team. Where is it? Okay. Ladius, Sylveon, and Ferrothorn is such a fat.
You just swear at me?
No. It's
Oh, fat! I thought you said fuck, core.
No, fat. Cool.
Okay.
Larius
Everybody
survived.
watching this video, did he say fat or did he say fuck? What does it sound like? Comment below. Give Skwipy more ad revenue. Comment below.
What are never? It's not going up on my channel. It's going up in the EBTs, and you need 10,000
Give
views.
the EBT channel. Give Frawls some money so he can eat dinner. Hashtag dinners for Frawls.
Maybe some relaxing. Maybe some relaxes. Maybe some relaxing pills.
Oh, by the way, shameless plug. EBT Hunger Games is coming soon. Check out on Squippy's channel.
Yeah.
I cut out. Shameless plug. EBT Hunger Games. Check out Squippy's channel for that. Even though, yeah. Thing. Words. All right, number 6.
Okay.
Wait, did you finish?
No. Never
Oh,
mind.
okay.
Like honestly, such a good cause. Like Mega Man is such a good mon. I honestly, this is the point of the match. Like they almost all of these teams are almost perfect apart from 2 things. Like I can't really choose. Let's go to number 6. And you have
What?
Max. Let's go to number.
Oh, right. I had the Dutch Darkrai. The closest we had, Dutch Darkrai is one of the only teams where we were one off. We didn't have a single team at the same spot. I will say that. So yeah, that's a thing. But Conqueror Max, in my opinion, Dutch Darkrai drafted a very, very, very solid team. He has an unbelievable defensive core, like he said, of Sylveon, Ferrothorn, and Gligar, which I feel like is a very, very, very hard to break core. Name one type that destroys that core, please. Try.
No.
You can't. That's the answer.
Mega Medicham.
Mega Medicham is not a type, Squippy.
Yes, it is.
Mega Medicham is not a type.
Cut it out.
Oh. I said name one type that destroys this team, and you said Mega Medicham.
Cut it out.
Cut it out. Oh, okay. I thought you said I cut out, and I was like, oh, well, I do that a lot.
Okay, keep
Oh,
going.
whoa, I'm not done. Okay, so, honestly, Incineroar, great fire type. Buzzwole, great Pokemon. Mega Man Nectric. Will is bad. Alright, your turn.
Okay, I got Valhalla, Vaporeons, and honestly, let's start with Blender T. The best Z-move user on the draft league format. More than Kyurem Black, more than Latios, more than Volcarona. Landorus Phaeon is the best Z-move user, paired up with ones like Nidoking and Terrakion can put a lot of pressure. Mega Lady is kinda when having that Mega Houndoom, but we don't want to add on these water types, and he had 20 extra points, so he could have picked up an a T2 Mega, but it doesn't really matter. He has the bulk of Zapdos and Slowjes and Komala and Jellicent. Honestly, such a good team. Don't try to answer that. Let's go to number 5.
Alright, in the number 5 slot, I have the Miami Dusk New Year's. The Dusk New Year's.
Dusk no.
What did you say? Dusk no ears. Dusk has no ears, apparently.
Yep.
So, the Miami Dusk has no ears. They have... Let me check this doc out. So unprofessional of me. They have Latios, Suicune, Umbreon. Alright, so first off, the Noivern isn't that big of a cripple to him. I feel like he definitely shouldn't have made that a Z team. That was a very, very better Zmon to use. Like, I feel like Noivern wasn't the worst pick. The fact he made it the Zmon is what kind of cripples his team. He drafted Dusknoir as the mascot pick, which I feel is very respectable. He has Entei, Latios, Wall Breaking Core. That is disgusting. Plus, you add Xurkitree in there for that unpredictability. Z Hypnosis is the thing that you have to factor in. Amazing defensive core of Suicune, Umbreon, Donphan, Mega Aggron. I would not want to have to build for that, honestly.
Yeah, I told you, like, if
Aggron has filter, alright? That thing does not have weaknesses. That thing has filter. It does not have weaknesses.
if I had, like, if if it picked up Horned Crow for Pterodactyl, it would have been number one.
It really would have. It's such a good team. The Noivern Z users, what I feel like screwed them over.
Picking up Noivern was such a bad move.
Picking up Noivern was a bad move. Making it a Z.
Z is like
His team went from 1 to 5.
for me.
In my opinion.
But team like it went for 2 to like how was it? It was. Let me check.
Like 13, something like that.
It was. What team are we talking about?
The Miami Dusk No Ears.
Oh, number 10.
Number 10, that's close.
Okay, and on my number 5, I put up Singapore
Silvally Singapores. The Singapore Silvallis, yep. Silvally Singapores. My team.
Let's
Cut that part out.
Let's start with the best water type in the format being Manaphy, being as the user Z-Rendes and
Manaphy is trash. So easy to predict, Don.
You're so easy to predict.
Listen, people think Manaphy is so good. I find it overrated because yes, you have to get up the tail glow set. Getting up a tail glow on Manaphy is not the easiest task because you have to get up the tail glow. Someone can just switch into fast electric type and then one-shot you. All right, you might pick up 1 kill and that's it. Manaphy is not going to sweep with stat against a format that is just completely raided by fast electric types.
You know what's
dominated?
You know what's the best part about draft?
You can prepare because you know your opponent's team in advance of the battle.
No. You have more than one mon. And Manaphy pairs up almost perfectly with that team. Seismetal is kinda...
Let me see this.
Seismetal is kinda paired up with Arcanine. The CJ can put up a lot of pressure on it.
Okay. Tell me why a team with Alolan Persian and Masquerain should have any slot above number 8.
Persian?
Z Alolan Persian. Just I want you to explain that right now, Skwipy.
I'm not that guy to explain. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that Persian
awesome.
is, you can look at under the radar. He is the best Persian user. If you can play 50% as good as he, like play half. Like Persian is such an underrated mon. If you can use it, if you can predict your opponent, it will be an easy time with Persian.
If anyone here in this league can play half as good the division already.
Okay, Persian is a good mon. I don't care about what you're saying. Klefki, I know it's kind of bad, but this is a very good.
Especially in the tier 2, tier 3, I'd still question its value.
Yep, but this is a very good team, though.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good team. I don't think anything in this draft was bad. I feel like, honestly, the very elite draft, in my opinion. I feel like every team drafts well. D-League might not play the best, but, like, honestly, they still draft amazing teams. I feel like there isn't really a bad team among the midst of these. It's just that's the team I felt wasn't the best because of personal preference using the Mons, you know? And that's kind of what this week is. It's what we think the teams are like, what we would use, and that's why it differs so much, especially when you have a passive player like Skwipy with an airhead like me, you know?
I won my week 1 match.
You had Scolipede, and you were playing ZDH.
ZDH is a great player.
He's a meme, I'll give him that. Hey. Alright, so what's now?
1 second.
What's next on the chopping block, Squip?
Everyone has a good team about, like, I think about just one team in the D-League. The Minnesota Timberwolves. And a very bad logo as well.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the logos in this league are pretty on point. especially the custom logos for each league, the EBT and the Sun Division Doogies. Dougies.
And the leaky leakies.
Leakies.
Okay, my number
Oh
5.
my god.
Okay,
Can you
we
just
are up
explain
to
it?
number
We're
5.
up to number 4.
We're number 4, yeah. But
Yeah, dude. Skwipy knows how to English and count.
okay, go.
All right. So my number 4 is your boy Troy. Your boy Troy and the Boca Raton Raticates. I don't know what the fuck Boca Raton is, but hey, if it's coached by Troy, I don't really give a shit. That's my boy. He drafted an unbelievable team. Excadrill, Scolipede, Tapu Bulu, Scolipede, Tapu Bulu. You have a speed passer in Scolipede with a slow offensive threat in Tapu Bulu. Tell me there's 2 Mons in the entire format that will switch into a speed pass on top of Banded Tapu Bulu. That is Celesteela and Skarmory. That's it. Nothing else will switch into a Banded Tapu Bulu, especially when it was speed passed into. Mega Tyranitar, I feel, works very well with the Excadrill. It's just an amazing draft. But there's 2 things that make him number 4. One wasn't in effect, so I won't really go into that. But the fact that the anti-synergy between Tapu Bulu and Excadrill with Tyranitar. That, honestly, the grassy terrain having the damage of Earthquake from both of those just is a hindrance. But knowing Troy, he'll find a way around it.
You don't know
And
Troy.
yeah. I know Troy, fuck you.
Okay, my number 4 was a very good friend of mine.
I'm not done. This is the one last thing I have to say. Yes, not to.
Is San Antonio Spas. Coached by my very good friend William Darren G. Lord.
William the RNG Lord, aka Tapulali Will, who really just likes to lose matches. That guy who blows a team with Landorus and Nagirna.
You don't know him.
I know him, I've talked to him a few times, you know.
Okay. Let's start with one of the best legendary Fairy Dragon Steel Core. At the start of Gen 7, every one of these we could have been pick one. Megatron.
Yeah, honestly, they really could
Tapu
have.
Fini, Jirachi. Paired up with a very good grass typing Roserade. That just ended all the cores. Mouse is such a good one. Greninja is a very good attacker, and Storm thinks the battlefield just 2 legends.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I completely think that you're in the right place here, though, Squippy, because Greninja, even though Protein or Battle Bond Torrent, Greninja is still a threat. People might cross that off their list of things they need to prep for because they're like, oh, it just does Torrent. No, that thing is still a threat, both physically and specially. That thing can just be an under-the-radar player, like an under-the-radar Mon that people don't really prep for, but can still just destroy you. Stuff like Trick Room Calfagrigus, as you stated earlier. Greninjas fits into that category, which is actually very, very useful in a Draft League format, where unpredictability is probably the most vital tool you can have on a team.
The one thing is bothering me about his team is Togetic. You already have. There's a better flying types in Tier 4. We already dressed it up. I dressed it.
Yep. Could have had Honchkrow. As I'm looking at his team, I realize he doesn't have a Dark type. He doesn't have an immunity Prankster or a Psychic immunity. So Honchkrow could... Honestly, you should... Person, drop Togetic for Honchkrow. It will do you wonders. However, I feel like the reason he did pick up Togetic is because he really... I really look at this team and don't see a reliable hazard remover other than Togetic. Okay, well, what I was saying, the reason he took Togetic is because he needs a hazard remover. I looked at this team and I only see one good hazard remover, Tapu Fini. And then he had to...
It's the best defogger in the game.
It is, yes. I cannot argue with that. However, you don't want to have to force Tapu Fini into that role every single game. You don't want to have to be so predictable. So Togetic was actually a good pick on his part. Even though both his defoggers are fairy types, I feel like they still put in a lot of work because the thing Togetic is weak to, Steel. He's to Steel. Tapu Fini's neutral to Steel because of its water typing. However, Electric and Poison does destroy that core.
Okay. Let's go to the top 3. That's the
top 3.
The exciting part.
So I put your boy William the RNG Lord at number 3. because I honestly think this team is probably going to be the best team. The only reason I didn't put this at number 1, Butterfree. I know everybody says Butterfree's the best mon, Butterfree's the best mon. Like, a lot of people I know think Butterfree's amazing. I honestly don't see its usefulness. Stunfisk, a lot of people would rash on it. I love Stunfisk. It's probably in my top 5 favorite Pokemon. That thing is a legend. That exclamation point on its back is fucking the fear that you were going to experience. You're going to exclaim defeat at the sight of this fucking monster. This electric ground fish. Who heard of an electric ground fish? Seriously. Honestly, I'm just ranting at this point. This team's amazing.
Okay, I'll go to number.
I don't have anything to say other than Will is bad, but he drafts a damn good team.
Like every time. Okay.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Colorado.
He's like Geo, Gym Leader Geo, amazing at drafting, not the best player. However, he could have that shining season. This could be his shining season.
Okay. My number 3 is Colorado Aurora. Such a good team. Honestly, it's such a good team. Tapu Koko in rain, Goodra in rain, Purina is in rain is so good. Delmise is honestly one of the most underrated Pokemon in the Draft League format, in my opinion.
It's not underrated.
It does. I think it can be very good tier 2 one.
It's insane, yeah. You draft it like every time you have the chance, right?
I ran it Assault Vest. It's my favorite.
You ran it in the ISPVA, I remember that, and
no.
Fucking hell time prepping for it. Yep, Casper's League, you drafted Delmise. I remember you had Mega Steelix, Goodra, Delmise, Umbreon as your wall core.
Mm-hmm. And I had it in the EBT last season.
Yeah, and then you had like fucking, I think, Suicune and Victini, and I was like, are you shitting me?
And then the league died.
And then the league died.
Okay, so it's such a good team, it honestly, but Volcarona is the second best Z-move user after Landorus with its coverage. And the one thing that bothers me about this team, no electric.
Okay, you're missing one thing that is an amazing Z.
Tapu Koko and Kabutops.
Yep, Tapu Koko is a very good thing, but Infernape is probably one of the best in my opinion. That thing is a monster, especially when having a Z Crystal, as well as Terrakion.
Okay, and the one thing that bothers me about this team is it's super weak to Volten. With electric terrain, the Volt switch is like 1.3 at its power, something like that, 1.25.
That is very true. I don't see a ground type on this team, so he doesn't have an immunity to the ground types that, honestly, Pelipper is just plagued with. Same with Kabutops being weak to it, Primarina being weak to it, Murkrow being weak to it. Like, honestly, the only thing that patches this up, and especially because the fact that he has, which is just giving them free electric terrain to use spam electric type moves on his team that doesn't have a ground type. He does have Goodra. Most electric types are special. Goodra is a resist that can be ran Assault Vest and is probably one of the best special defensive mons in Pokemon in general.
Yep, this is why I like this team apart from the electric immunity.
The lack of an electric immunity.
Yep, it needs that lightning rod. It needs that ground type.
It needs a lightning rod or a ground type. Honestly, if I had to give you, drop Murkrow, pick up Rhydon.
Nah, drop Murkrow, pick up Hippopotas.
No. Rhydon is an amazing Eviolite user. It gets lightning rod, and it's a ground type.
Okay.
It gets both. It's a ground type with lightning rod.
Okay.
And the only thing, yeah. What were you saying? Sorry.
Your turn. Like a message.
Oh, okay. All right. So speaking of the Colorado Aurora Veils, that is my number 2. Personally, I think this team is better than he gave it credit for. I will say the ground weakness is very, very crippling to his team, but he just drafted such a good Rain Core. Like, such a good Rain Core. with the Tapu Koko, Fast Electric, Specs Primarina with Pelipper Kabutops, and in the D League, I drafted such a similar team. I drafted Pelipper Kabutops Primarina, but instead of Tapu Koko, I have Mega Man Nectric as my Fast Electric type. The thing is, he didn't originally have Primarina. He dropped for Primarina when I told him how fucking good it was. Me and Webley were discussing that with him, and he was like, "Holy shit, this thing isn't going. Like, this thing isn't picked up." Like, I honestly don't see it. Do you know how Primarina made it through the Sun Draft?
How?
It did.
I wanna play with
Primarina was a free agent transaction.
If I didn't have Coco, I would have picked Primarina. Like, it's honestly, I would love to play with
It's
Primarina.
insane. Yeah, I took Primarina just in round 4 because it's amazing. I think it's such a good mon. It's probably one of the best wall breakers in the entire game. Like 100% Specs Primarina is one of the best wall breakers in the game. Very hard to find a switch in for that because of its amazing coverage and just bolstering high special attack stat on top of the fact that it's very bulky, can be ran speedy, and it's even a defensive threat. You can run Assault Vest Primarina for it if I fucking want. You can run Leftovers. You can run Wakanberry even. Like, it's just such a good mon. And I feel like just the things he paired it with is so good that it's deserving of the number 2 spot, even without that ground type.
Okay.
The only thing he has to watch out for is someone could bring Electric Seed against him. Like, if someone has something like Electric Seed Unburdened, that will destroy him. Like, whoever drafted Halucha, if anyone drafted Tier 3 Halucha, how did that not go?
It did?
Tier 3 Halucha didn't go. No, it didn't.
How?
It didn't go in Sun or D League, and I'm not sure about...
Wait, but...
No one drafted Tier 3 Halucha. That blows my mind. That thing normally gets prioritized as a Tier 2. Okay, what? But that's not what we're discussing. However,
wait, I don't have a fighting type. Oh, I don't have a fighting type or a flying type. I'm picking up this moment. Okay, keep going.
No way. You're not doing that.
I am.
You're not having Tapu Koko with an Electric Seed Halucha.
Why not?
And Skwipy. No. Nay. No. I say no. No. Bad Skwipy. I swear, I better not see that in transaction chat. Okay. I better not. No.
Don't snap it for me.
What on my team can Halucha replace?
I'm picking up Halucha. Yes! Fuck you.
But I'm gonna be the first one to say I drop something. What do I drop?
What do you
I drop him on top.
No!
Nah, I don't want it. That was a joke.
Aha!
That was a joke. Yeah, I don't care. You just got rid of your grass type. I don't care.
Sarina wasn't good.
Sarina is amazing, and you just got rid of your grass.
Okay, let's talk about the Bokaradon.
Fuck you. I wanted that.
Okay, so the one thing that... This is a great team. Let me just read it.
Wait a second. I just realized how much of a fucking retard. Would I need that thing when... Oh. That thing would be useless on my team. Have fun with that broken shit. Tapu Koko, fucking Skwipy, Halucha.
Okay, can we keep going?
I just need a moment of silence for all of our lives.
For the League's lives.
Okay, tell me why you placed this anti-synergy at number 2. Go.
Because it's a great team. Skwipy.
It is. But anti-synergy.
Skwipy is probably the most underrated mon in the EBT tiers.
Oh, yeah, that thing's a tier 1 in my opinion.
Like tier 1A, tier 1B, easily.
The only reason it's tier 2 in most leagues is because most leagues ban Speed Pass. In a league where Speed Pass is
this is why I picked it up, and it's like me, Troy, and Beverly are three close friends, and we all both picked up Skwipy, and we all picked it up because we don't want speed pass allowed, and we said like to each other, no, we need to do well with it. And as I know, Troy is a very good battler. He'll speed pass into Excadrill, he'll speed pass into Tapu Bulu. The one thing that
Excadrill don't need no speed pass when it has Mega Tyranitar
Mega
field.
Tyranitar.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Unless he wants to speed pass into a Mold Breaker Excadrill, a Life Orb Mold Breaker Excadrill, that would be threatening.
Yep, he'll do it. Like, I know it. I know him. I know Troy very good. Okay, Mega Tyranitar is a very good one.
I know Troy very well. You know he's actually a Cinnamon Toast in disguise. Disguise.
Yep, I know him.
Okay, so are we moving on to number 1?
Okay, the one thing that holds it from being number 1 is the Earthquake.
The anti-synergy between Bulu and Excadrill / Tyranitar. Honestly, Troy would be number 1 in my... But that anti-synergy honestly cripples his 2 best Pokemon.
But it's not that hard. Like, honestly, it's not like...
Dude, you're taking Ground Stab away from Excadrill. How is that not bad?
Grassy terrain is only for 5 turns.
Yeah, and every time you want to send Bulu in when Grassy Terrain isn't up, it's up for a... No, you know it'd be pure genius? What if someone tricks Terrain Extender onto his Tapu Bulu so his Excadrill is useless for more time? That is the strategy.
Strats. Okay.
Tricking Terrain Extender onto the Tapu Bulu to weaken his Excadrill.
Okay, let's go to our number 1.
Oh boy, my number 1. As much as it pains me to say this, John W. is not...
Okay, can we...
Alright, putting personal issues beside us. Alright, Indiana Keldio's such a good team. Such a good team. He might lack a special sweeper. You think fucking Kyurem Black needs anything by its side? No. No, it does not. Kyurem Black is the most threatening mon in existence, in my opinion. And you know, what do you mean no special sweepers? Do you know what Spec Seed Flush Shaman does to a team? Do you know what fucking Starmie does to a team? What do you mean no special sweeper?
He has only one mon.
Dude, Spec Shaman, Kyurem Black, Starmie.
100
Shell Smash Omastar.
Attack base stat. Should I say it again with more spaces? He
Spec,
only
Shay,
has
Min,
one
and
mon
Star, Me, Egg, Zist,
100
P.
base
Go back to the gas chamber.
special attack stat.
Okay.
Keep going.
Alright. He has Fatlax as well. He has Lord Helix is going to Shell Smash Pass all over your ass. This team is just so unbelievable. I'm just at a loss for words looking at it. Jesus. He has... Jesus. A Godly Fairy Dragon Steel Core, Kyurem Black Mega Scizor, and a Fairy type Silvally. Because, trust me, since I don't see a Fairy on that team, that Silvally is going to be Fairy most of the time. And I can say that. Dude. Fairy multi-attack is lit.
Yeah, but it's predictable. Like, if you know...
That's true. Might not need a Fairy, you never know.
Okay.
That's a fact. Alright?
Can I go to my number 1?
Yeah, I'm tired. I really need something to eat. So yeah, you go do that. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I gotta go do something. That's a lie. Well, how do you know I'm muted? How do you know what I said if I'm muted?
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I muted myself and not you. For
You are Skwipy. Oh my god. I was saying to myself, fuck, you know what I'm saying.
I'm an idiot. Okay.
Don't worry, we're
The
both idiots. That's why we work so well together.
Has the best team by far. Okay. You know what's good about Ninetales?
Skwipy, do you still have me muted?
No,
What?
no, you're unmuted.
Okay, in that case, hello everybody, welcome to the EBT YouTube channel. This is Retikai and Skwipy here, and yeah, cut that out.
Okay, so the number one for me is the Dragonites. I can't
You're gonna
say
cut that out, right?
no.
Yes, you are.
No, I won't. I'm
I'm
not
going
going.
to I'm going to take a first class fucking flight to Israel, and I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to put a gun to your head, and I'm going to make you edit that out, Swippy.
You can't get a gun in Israel for free. You don't
Shit.
know. My dad works at the security in
The airport.
in the airport. I know what.
Oh jeez. I'll pay your dad. I'll give your dad a 5.
Like, if you come to Israel, I'll pick you up. Like, I don't care.
Yo, all right. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go back to months. Gotcha, Melodic, Companion, Lonital, Crafty, Electables, Victini, Gengar, Whimsicott, and Pheasant, and Mega Redactyl.
Knock off. Knock off.
Only
Knock
two months.
off. Knock off. Knock off.
Only 2 months are weak to it. And one immunity, being Cobalion.
It's not an immunity. It's just a justified boost.
It's a very good boost. Like, it's also...
Hey. I mentioned the justified boost, and he does have a quad resistance Crafty, and Mega Aerodactyl's immune to it.
That's why it's number one. Okay, so Alonitis, he said, he doesn't have a Bertwick next to it. Alonitis is good enough to be as a lonely mon. I used it last season in the EBT, and I bought it for 3 games alone and 3 games with another mon. With my Sandslash. Nitis is very good mon, and I don't know what you're talking about it, but imagine Merodactyl can set up on mons under Aurora Veil with Horn Claws. That's 100. That's 100% plus 1 attack. Stonages with 150 speeds.
Yeah.
What's the switch in?
Give me a second to think about this. The switch in. Oh, the Skwip in is probably got to be a bulky steel type, right?
Yep. Reggie Steel. Fuck.
Mega Aggron.
Yeah, but then I have Garchomp for them.
Scarchomp doing the Mega Aggron.
Special Garchomp.
Filter.
Fuck. Okay, it's a very good team. Like, honestly, I love this team a lot. And Aurora can put up a lot of pressure. And Victini is such a good mon, honestly.
Victini is an amazing mon. However, it's gonna be Scarf or Banded. You know that.
No.
It's gonna be Scarf or Banded.
Victini can be everything. Why do you play Ocean Man? Why?
Quality content.
Please stop.
Of the sign running by the sand, looking up the thirst of the land, ocean man.
Okay, can we stop? And we need to
Quality content.
We need to recap. Okay, thanks for watching. It's probably like been. It's probably been like 130 minutes of footage.
Is this actually been 130 minutes? Are you kidding me?
Like, I don't know, like maybe 90 minutes. Like 1
Okay,
hour.
that's.
I need to check it out. But thanks for watching. If you if you reach this
Yeah.
point, like how?
Like, yeah, how are you not? How are you literally not suicidal after hearing our voices for so long?
You need to go to the Auschwitz summer camp.
That's where Squippy's parents went.
Grandma's. No, my grandma.
All right.
My grandpa.
Yo, Squippy, I got a great outro song for you.
Oh god. Here he comes.
Ocean man, take me back.
Okay, so if you liked, make sure you like if you want to see more videos.
Ocean man,
Take,
the
make
bridge
sure.
to the corner of the globe is a real trip.
Can you please stop?
Ocean man,
We're gonna get copyright strike.
like by the sand, soaking up the thirst of the land. Ocean man, can you see the food on your apple?
Wait, copyright strike just means we get demonetized, right?
Yep.
Dude, we don't need to make money off the EBT channel. It's fine.
Okay. So, thanks for watching. We'll be back in 3 weeks for week 4 Power Rankings. We're doing it every 3 weeks, so it will not get bored. Thanks for watching. This is Skwipy and Retikai, and goodbye.